Sit, Coco, sit. Good dog. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Retail Archaeology. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Party City. I did a video a few years ago covering the history of Party City and the fact that they were struggling, and I'm taking a look at them again because they've just recently been in the news because their struggles have gotten much worse. On January 17th, 2023, Party City filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. They had to file for bankruptcy to restructure the $1.7 billion in debt that they have, and they've stated in their bankruptcy filing that they have reached an agreement with their debtors to cut some of that debt load. They've also said that they've got about $150 million in financing that should allow them to keep their stores open. Although, I don't know if that means all of their stores. As you'll see in this video, it seems like they're probably going to need to close some of them. The first two things that I notice about this store is that, besides this pile of boxes here that I felt the need to squeeze between, was that the store was fairly clean and organized, and also that besides the two employees that were here, Mark and I seem to be the only people in the store. This was filmed about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the weekend, so you'd think there would be people here grabbing party supplies and things like that, but when you really start to look around, you notice that you don't really need to come to Party City for this stuff. All of these party supplies and cups and disposable garbage cans and everything that you would need for a party, you can get at Walmart or Target. And that's one of the things that's been really hurting Party City the last several years, is that stores like Target and Walmart have expanded their party supply offerings. When a lot of people are planning parties and events, those often require a trip to somewhere like Target or Walmart to get food and snacks and things, and if you can get all the other party supply stuff there too, I think a lot of people would just rather not go to a second store. Another big part of Party City's business is helium balloons. There's been a helium shortage for several years now that has really increased the price of helium, which has really decreased, I think, the amount of helium balloons that people are buying for parties. I have noticed a lot of other places that used to carry helium balloons, like the grocery stores around here, they no longer have the helium. What they do is they just fill balloons with air and then they attach them to rigid sticks so they stay up. Obviously that's not as cool as balloons filled with helium, but it is a much cheaper option. I'm guessing a lot of people are not buying these really big balloons right now. They also sell helium tanks so you can fill your own balloons, but wow, $53. I remember buying a tank like this for around $20 when my kid was little for one of her birthday parties. Currently, they have 761 stores, and if a lot of them are as unbusy as this one, I really do think they're going to have to close some Party City locations during the restructuring. When I was younger, Party City was always a stop during Halloween shopping to get things to get your costume together. However, that was when I was younger and Spirit Halloween wasn't a thing. Party City has lost a lot of their Halloween business to Spirit Halloween. It is kind of interesting to see Halloween stuff, costumes and things still for sale in January. I don't know if this stuff is permanently here or if they still haven't cleared it out yet, because I noticed once you get to a certain point, the shelves all become empty, and I'm guessing this is where they keep seasonal products, like they would have a lot more Halloween decor and costumes here, and then maybe Christmas stuff during Christmas. I would question whether or not it's worth devoting that much shelf space to costume stuff during not Halloween, but it looks like they have the space for it. Maybe all this stuff in those boxes earlier in the video is supposed to go on all those empty shelves. This footage was filmed just a few days before their bankruptcy filing, and I remember walking around the store and thinking, gosh, they really are probably going to file for bankruptcy soon. They also have a large candy section, of course, but parts of it are not very well stocked, and again, this is stuff that you could buy at Target or Walmart for probably cheaper. I do like that they have this section here with M&Ms and things like that all separated out by color for things like wedding decorations and stuff. I have to say though, looking across the whole store like this and seeing it completely empty is really giving me some strong Sears vibes. Which is a shame, because this is actually a fun store to walk around and look at stuff. I guess just not that many people need bags of all blue jelly beans anymore. It's kind of weird seeing so many cash registers not being used. I'm sure those do get used during Halloween, but like I said, even that business is starting to decline for them. I will say it is amazing to me that Party City survived the pandemic. All of the issues we've discussed so far facing Party City were issues before the pandemic, and then once the pandemic started and people weren't having parties and events anymore, I really thought that was going to be the nail in the coffin for them. If they were able to survive through that, maybe this restructuring plan does have a chance, although, like I said, I really think they're going to have to cull the number of stores that they have. We're now in the section that carries party favors and supplies and things for children's birthday parties, and this is an area where I've really seen Target expand. I think this section in my local Target has tripled or quadrupled in size in the last couple of years. They do have a good selection of piñatas here, and I don't know, maybe where I live in Arizona is just a special case, but they seem to carry those in every grocery store where I live. So there's really no reason to come to Party City for that. I do like how they have the IPs for the different party supplies organized and they have little signs for them, but I wonder how often they have to change that stuff out when something becomes not popular anymore and something else is the new hot thing that kids want to have their birthday party themed after. We got a pretty good laugh when we walked around this corner. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to blur it out because I like money and I don't want this video to get demonetized. It's giant letters that spell something out, and it's a good reason to follow me at my social media accounts, which are down in the description, because I've posted unedited footage of that. It is pretty funny. The joke might be on the people that set the letters up that way though, because with so few shoppers coming into this store, I don't know if anybody besides us would have even seen it, except for the employees when they found it and fixed it. You know, this store does look a lot nicer and more organized than the one that I filmed for my previous video. So it does look like Party City has invested some time and money into their stores. Unfortunately, I just don't think it's helped that much because they're facing so many problems from so many different directions. It'll be interesting to see over the next year or so how they plan to transform their business to be able to compete with the likes of Target and Walmart, and also how they're going to deal with the helium shortage and the rising cost there. I'm not sure how selling Halloween decor in January is going to help with their strategy, but we'll just have to wait and see. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode of Retail Archaeology and our look at Party City. Is Party City somewhere you shop at? And do you think Party City has a chance at righting the ship? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, everyone, thanks for watching. Want to see your name here? Head on over to patreon.com/retailarchaeology to find out how you can help support the channel. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out this update video on Party City. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and also make sure to follow at the social media links there so you can see the unedited footage from earlier in this video.